Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Donald Trump is here with juicy stories from the new season of Celebrity Apprentice. And beat the cold with this season's hottest co-trends. Plus, Wendy's got you covered with all of today's juiciest hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
So much fun. Well. Welcome to the show. Thank you for watching today. My co-hosts are my studio audience. There they go. Ready to participate and encourage this foolishness. I'm doing terrific today. Donald is here, and we've got juicy hot topics. So let's get started. Come on. Thank you very much, beautiful people. Well, everyone's in the holiday spirit. Only one more week till Christmas, then it's over. Yay! Big show for you. I love when Donald Trump comes by. Interesting conversation. Plus, you know, he's gonna go under the Wendy tree, and whatever he picks as a gift, you guys go home with it free. And my Facebook friends are eligible as well. So the big story this morning is the Sony Pictures not releasing the interview. Well, it was just yesterday. Remember yesterday afternoon, we were to the point where they were saying, you know, the theaters that don't want to show it don't have to show it. So in other words, it might not have gotten seen that much, depending. I know I was saying to my staff, if I owned a theater, this was as of yesterday, if I owned a theater, I would not be showing this. Donald, I know you differ. I saw you on the news talking about it. We'll talk about it when you come out here. But in my opinion, I'm glad this movie's not coming out. Number one, just as by the by, the New York Post said that it's only a 2 and not worth seeing anyway. I don't know that. All I know is that on Christmas Day, me and my Kevins had a delightful plan. I was gonna fry fish, something I rarely do. I was gonna lay it out on a brown paper bag, the way you really eat fish at the island. A little white bread, a little hot sauce, see? Not even sitting, standing, eating the fried fish. And then we were gonna go off to the AMC theater near our house, and we were going to see Chris Rock's movie, Top 5. And the thing about it is that that's the same day the interview is released. So now I don't want to go see any movie because I'm scared that there might be an attack on the theater, and I don't want to die on Christmas Day. You know, so that's my rationale, but we'll talk about it more tomorrow with our Hot Talk panel, and then Donald and I will talk about that along with a whole bunch more when he comes out here. So now, I was wondering when this was going to come up. Jessica and Ashley Simpson's husbands don't have anything in common. I mean, other than both being married to Simpsons, and they both have children. Eric, Jessica's husband, likes to talk about golf. You know, he's a former NFL player. He's good at throwing stuff. We've seen him throw the kids up in the air. You know, he seems like a manly, like a guy's guy, if you know what I'm saying. Not to take anything away from young Evan, but I'm just saying, you know, what do they talk about? Does Eric ask Evan where he gets his leggings? I mean, you know, he's very thin. I told you, he and Ashley wear the same clothes. He's thin. He's skinning. I mean, and Evan likes to talk about his music. And I know he does some acting. But that's not the kind of stuff that, I mean, I guess Eric has in common with him. And they're saying that it's causing a rift between the sisters. Well, now hold on now. Why does this have to cause a problem between the sisters? Because here's my thought. Just because the two brother-in-laws don't get along doesn't mean that the sisters can't continue to do their thing. And why do the brother-in-laws have to be around each other all the time anyway? Listen. It's not that they don't get along because one of them has bad morals and they don't like each other. It's that they have nothing in common to start with, which, you know, to me, don't force it, you know? And so then, you know, in our Hot Topics meeting this morning, they were saying, well, Wendy, what do you do if you don't get along with a friend's husband or, you know, your sister's husband? I said, or whatever. I said, well, first of all, I get along very well with my sister's husband, so we don't have that problem. But I do have friends, I won't say too much, whose husbands I absolutely do not care for. Or have anything in common with. And when I am with said friend, I don't want the husband to be around. But guess what? My husband doesn't have anything in common with them either. And I would never be the type to force Kevin to just get along with him while she comes over. No, she can leave her husband home and you come over and I'm not gonna put my husband through that. So I think that the girls are probably, because they're thick as thieves, so sometimes it's hard for sisters to understand, you know. But in my opinion, the husbands don't have to have anything in common. They just have to be civilized to each other and not fight. Clap if you're with me. Yeah. And one more note on that, you know, they don't have to go on couples vacations. I think that the girls can take the kids and a couple of nannies and bodyguards, and then they go off to Jamaica or wherever they vacation. That thing about bringing the husband, you're forcing, you know, a square peg in a round hole, which is not fair. Anyway, I'm glad we agree. Happy holiday. Well, I'm gonna give you this story, but I don't believe it. Phaedra isn't over Apollo. Don't believe it. Phaedra said she originally planned on divorcing Apollo when he was in prison. Believe it. But she was spotted wearing her wedding ring by TMZ. I'll tell you why. Because, first of all, why are you gonna give all your business to TMZ? You understand what I'm saying? Like they come, they're very nice people who operate the cameras and everything. They come into your face, you know, you give them the randomest answer and you keep it moving. So my thought is, first of all, she knows she's skating on thin ice. No. Here's the thing. I believe that Phaedra wants to distance herself from Apollo, and I gave you 99 reasons the other day. I'll see if I can remember a few of them. First of all, he has 8 years in prison, and we checked, and I thought that he'd get like time less served for good behavior. No, because this is his second time going in the clink. So he has to do all 8 years. Second of all, she is a juicy, beautiful 43-year-old woman, okay? It might not be that way in 8 years. I mean, like, you never know. You know, girls. I mean, anything could happen. You can catch the alopecia and your hair falls out. You know, some of the medications that we have to take sometimes, you know, blow us up if it's like a you know, like female problem, when things happen. All I'm saying is that beauty is not guaranteed forever. And she is only 43 years old and her little boys are very, very young. And she, in my mind, still has juicy years. She needs to, if she likes to get married, then she needs to divorce him, date often, and get another husband. Because, and this is a fact, whether you want to admit it or not. You know, 40, society starts to look at you like shaky in the workforce as a woman, all right? Fact. By 50 and above, society has practically thrown you out, not just in the workforce, but the date force and everything. Like 50-year-old men want to date 25-year-old girls, you know. 50 employers don't want to hire a 50-year-old because we might not know as much, and maybe we want more than the 22-year-old who just got out of school and might be more proficient. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So that's why I think she needs a divorce. But I'm on to you, Phaedra. I know what you're doing, and it's gonna work. Phaedra put that ring back on, because remember the other day I was reading to you an article from In Touch Weekly magazine where Apollo threatened to take her for everything and get her good. Like, it was a really threatening headline. You know, Apollo's on it, and Apollo has either he's operating his Instagram or somebody else is, and these magazines are picking up his collect calls. So he still has a way to talk back to her through the magazines, which is horrible, but so her ring was off at one point, but now it's back on. Of course it is, because what she's probably doing, Phaedra, the ring is back on so everybody thinks you're staying together, so that beast behind bars stays calm, right? Right? Second of all, Phaedra, you're secretly seeing that divorce lawyer, aren't you? I would say, a divorce lawyer all the way across town that knows nothing about the housewives and nobody else has used them. You know, a nice divorce lawyer, silently get those papers drawn up, send them to that man and tell him how you doing. Good luck, Phaedra. Hi, little Kim. Hey, Kim. Well, something horrible is going on. You might not agree, but I'm gonna tell you why you should. I'm always trying to convince somebody of something, right? Kim's baby's father, I'm assuming ex-boyfriend based on his actions, has crossed the line. His name is Mr. Papers. And I'm hoping that she has given him his walking papers. Because if there's one thing that we all know about Kim, is that Kim and Nicki Minaj do not get along. Why, you can even use the phrase arch enemies next to their names, okay? Well, here goes Mr. Papers. He posted, no, really, look. He posted a picture of Nicki Minaj on his Instagram, hold on, with the caption that says, well, damn. By the way, that's the biggest W that we've ever used in the whole Wendy show history. Now, men, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Hopefully you will not use this against us. But if there's one thing that you can do to a woman when you break up with her or when she gives you your walking papers is to get with her arch enemy or her best friend. Right? To me, that's worse than saying your ex-girl was whack in bed or fat, or that's worse than, in my opinion, getting with the arch enemy or, you know, best friend is the worst. That's the worst. So, you know, Kim, have no fear. Nicki's not paying attention. I understand she's going through her own things with her own ex-man. Papers, that is a low blow. And Royal Rain's gonna grow up to see that her father is very immature. And little Kim, kiss Royal Rain for me. And how you doing? So wrong. So wrong. Anyway, Madonna's latest album was leaked. That was like the second big story today on the news. When you woke up, did you see the news? It was a big story. All right, she's been working on this album for months, am I correct? Almost a year. Before its release date, a whole bunch of songs were released. Leaked. And it's horrible. You know, one song, maybe, you know, you get pissed, you swap out that one song, you put in another song, or you do a giant monster remix of Justify My Love and give that as the bonus track. You know, something like that. Well, her reaction to the news has people more outraged than she was at the stuff being leaked. She compared the leak to rape and called it a form of terrorism. Now, when will people learn that there's certain words that you don't use out of context, you know, and that would be one of them, less than smart, Madonna. What is going on? And I understand she's upset, you know, and So we were trying to, in our morning meeting, figure out how these artists can protect their music once they're in the studio. You know, I mean, you have your sound engineer and you have a few other people, but how do you protect the music? Well, according to Taylor Swift was the only one who had the only copy of her present album out right now, and it went on to sell millions of copies, and she's the #1 girl around the world. But how does that work? Because even when they burn you a copy, the original is still in the computer. I mean, you know, I don't know that much about technology. You know, I don't do an email. But all I'm saying is that there's got to be something that these artists can do. And Madonna said that it's not even the good version of these songs. It's the bad version. Well, I guess the bad version before they put the auto-tunes on her voice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'll tell you what, Madonna, I understand that you worked really hard, but man, responding to the leak makes it a bigger story. If I didn't see this on the news, I wouldn't have even known about it. Like, you understand? Like, sometimes when people, these celebrities, when you talk back about stories, you make them a bigger deal than they actually are. So, Madonna, shh, and it'll all blow over. Yeah. And release the CD anyway. So that little Nick Jonas who was here the other week, his career is on fire. I have to say, if you were watching that show, do you recall me saying to him that he has like a little urban appeal to him? You know, like he's back to doing music, and I said, you know, you could be like Justin Timberlake, not replace Justin Timberlake, because there's space in the world for both of them. But you could be like Justin Timberlake, like, you know, cute white boy, you know, with some rappers on some of your music. You know, get together with some of them producers that produce, you know, the neck snap music, and do it. So, guess what? So he's laughing and he's talking to me and he's like, Wendy, I would love to have a career like Justin Timberlake. You know, he's got a really nice career. That's a sweet career that Justin Timberlake has. Well, guess what Nick did? He just announced that he's going on tour with Iggy Azalea. Perfect. Perfect. I mean, she's not a rapping black guy, but she's a rapping white girl, and that does put him in an edgier mode than being on tour with, say, Demi Lovato. And I like Demi Lovato, but you know what I mean? Like, he needs to be loved by all shades. Then we're reminded that he's a kid with the goldfish over his shoulder, right? He's a kid. Calm down, girls. But he still is blowing up as a sex symbol, and like the rest of us, he does have a cheat day or cheat moments, and this is what he ate the other day when he posted this on Instagram. That's his cheat day. Now this one looks very random, but this deliciousness right here with all that greenery and sausage and pepperoni. I love a man who's not scared to eat pork. Do you know what I mean? Do you have cheat days? Clap if you have a cheat day. Really? I don't believe in cheat days, but I do believe on plotting what you're gonna eat the next day, the day before, so that you're good, you know? Like yesterday, I went home and there's this pizza place in Chicago. It's my favorite pizza spot. They do this deep dish pizza. I like it stuffed with sausage and lots of cheese. And I order 4 of them at a time. And then they ship them to the house in Jersey, you know, in the deep freeze, you know. And then I wrap them up with the, you know, saran wrap so no freezer burn. And my Kevins don't like them, so that's like my little secret. It's my little secret fatty thing. I don't even keep them in the main freezer. I keep them, you know, downstairs, underneath stuff in the freezer. So, you know, yesterday I was really good to myself and I was kind of plotting on something a little bit more fattening around, you know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't like to eat generally after 4 o'clock. I prefer my biggest meal in the morning, only I don't have an oven in my office and this pizza requires an oven. Let me just show you what it looks like though. Okay. You cut it in 4 pieces. It's so sloppy that you have to eat it with a knife and fork, but it's so good. Anyway, so I think that cheating when you're watching your weight is very important. You cannot deny yourself anything. That's it. Jennifer Lawrence is a beautiful, huge movie star, but as of late, she's being upstaged by her beautiful bodyguard. It's our hot shot of the day. Hit it. Well, girls love his chiseled jaw and his pillowy lips, and of course, you know I love a strong nose. Yes. The problem is that he's not imposing like a bodyguard. Then again, he doesn't have to be. From what I understand, he's a graduate of Rutgers University, so he might be from Jersey. He was also in the Army for 4 years. He was a sharpshooter. So I guess when you're a bodyguard and you're not giant, if you're a sharpshooter, then you've got all bases covered. Problem is I would be more apt to think that they were messing around together. You know, like to have a bodyguard, he's supposed to look like bodyguardish, so then that way it's clear to the world, this is not my man. Okay? You know what I mean? Otherwise the lines get blurred, because a girl like me would assume, oh shoot. Jennifer Lawrence is down with the swirl. Anyway, nice looking man, keep clapping. We've got more fabulous shows for you. People Stylewatch is gonna show us the hottest trends and coats for the winter. But up next, interesting conversation with the one and only Donald Trump. Grab a snack, come on back. Who wants a silent night? Be the hit of your holiday party with all the latest hot topics. And Mary J. Blige, she's back for another amazing performance. She's the gift that keeps on giving.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Hi. So, our first guest has fired more people on reality TV than anyone in history. In January, he's back in the boardroom for a brand new season of Celebrity Apprentice. Let's watch.
My advisors this week are my daughter Ivanka and Piers. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, can we go inside, please?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
It's going to be great. Nobody wants to be the first person fired. Do you hear that, Geraldo?
I do, sir.
You don't want to be the first one out.
Absolutely not.
Good luck, everybody. Raise a lot of money for your charities.
Please welcome Donald Trump. Great to see you again. Happy holidays. Thank you. Terrific.
Hi, everybody. Wow.
Oh, Donald. So nice to see you again.
That's great. You're so natural. You know, she's doing that monologue. She's so natural, isn't she?
Happy holidays. What is it like in the Trump household for the holiday season? Because you've got all the grandchildren and your wife.
Well, we have a lot of love. We get along. You know, we have a wonderful family that likes each other, and we'll be going down to Palm Beach, Florida for the Christmas vacation. We'll maybe stop at Trump National Doral in Miami, and, you know, I like to work. I mean, to be honest with you, I want to go to places that I have and control and own, and they're good places.
Yes.
So I'll be probably in Miami a little bit at Trump National, and then back up to there. And then I want to spend some time in New York, because honestly, there's nothing like, and you know it, there's nothing like Christmas in New York.
Nothing like it. It's beautiful outside.
When it's 85 degrees out, that's nice, but it's sort of like not Christmassy.
Do you and Melania, your wife, do you exchange gifts, or do you just buy at will all year?
She buys gifts, and I buy gifts, and we do exchange gifts, yes.
Nice. What do you want this year?
I don't know. I don't
For the man who has everything.
She really finds me very, very difficult to buy a gift for. But, you know, I could say a tie, but you can get them at Macy's very inexpensively.
Yes.
A nice Trump tie.
A Trump tie.
I only want a Trump tie.
Only want a Trump tie.
If you give me another kind of tie, I'd get very upset.
Yeah.
I want people going out and buying those ties. But, and what I get her is, you know, she really doesn't want much. We just have a very nice relationship, and I think that's what she wants.
Nice.
And you
nice.
cover, yeah.
All right, so yesterday I saw you ranting on the news via Skype about the Sony thing.
Right.
And I was in and out of the room, and I believe that I heard you say that Sony buckled under the pressure. They shouldn't have buckled.
Well, I think that, you know, to a certain extent, there's a little bit of an extortion going on. What's really the scariest is that North Korea seems to have a lot of power, if they're actually the ones doing it.
Right.
And, you know, you and I feel the same way, because I hear you're not a big email person, right? Because all it means is you send an email, you get sued. And I have many friends, and I actually had a case recently that I won because I didn't have any emails, and the judge said, now I know you're smart. But emails are very dangerous, and the whole thing with the internet's very dangerous. Yeah. I have a boy who's 8 years old, and he knows computers so well, and you can break in. You know, in the old days when you're having wars, they give you a courier and an envelope and guards around. And, you know, nobody's going to... Now you put something out over the internet, who knows how many people are reading it, so it's very scary. I do think, though, look, I hear the movie is terrible. and to say, because I know how you feel about it, if somebody did that to our president, whether you love your president or don't love your president, if they start talking about assassination, and I heard they did some really vile things. It wasn't just like assassination.
In the movie.
It was, really terrible, terrible things to him. You know, that's pretty bad stuff, right? So I can see both sides of it. At the same time, you know, there are a lot of bad things that you see in movies. There are a lot of bad things, and it seems very extortionary to me. So I can totally understand both sides. Now, as far as Sony is concerned, I mean, the way they've handled it has been terrible. And, of course, she also had the racial comments. And she said, and I know, is the Reverend Al a friend of yours?
Yes, I love him.
Because I like him, too.
Yeah.
Okay? I've always liked him. I understand him. He's doing his thing.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
We understand that.
Yes.
Well, he's doing this. I've known him a long time. I've gotten to fights with him. He's doing his thing. When she said that she's going to Reverend Al to solve her problem, I said she gets the award for stupidity, because he's going to eat her up and he will take advantage of her.
Yes. All right. You know. Shifting gears, Donald. I've spent a lot of time in the last, couple of months going back and forth to Vegas. I've never spent more time in Vegas in the last few months.
You stay at my hotel?
Oh, you didn't invite me to tell jokes there. I was at the Venetian. Now you're invited.
Okay, now you're invited.
So now look, Vegas, but I'm from Jersey.
Right.
And every time I go to Vegas, I have a wonderful time, but I just get so jealous that we can't do the same thing in Jersey. What is going on with Atlantic City?
Well, I'll tell you what. I left Atlantic City. I had great timing. I got a lot of credit for it. I left 7 years ago. I saw what was happening. I made a lot of money at Atlantic City. It was a great investment for me. But 7 years ago, I saw what they were doing. They built the convention center in the wrong location. They didn't fix the airport. They did some terrible things and very unfair to the people. Low-income housing, very unfair to the people in the low-income housing. They surrounded casinos with low-income housing. Not good for the casinos, not good for the low-income housing. Everything was bad. They made so many mistakes. And then all of a sudden you have tremendous competition. So Atlantic City is in serious trouble. I haven't been there in many years, but it's in serious trouble. I do have my name on the Taj Mahal. It's Trump Taj Mahal. And, when I got out, I had to leave my name.
Yes.
That was the bad news. Well, you get a certain price by leaving your name.
Oh, okay.
And you say, you know what? That's a lot of money. I think I'll leave my name. But,
all right.
But I'm going to go back. I'm going to start looking at Atlantic City. Something should be done. I know the people, and I know so many people out of jobs in Atlantic City, and they're great people.
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah, a lot of my family lives down there. All right, let's talk Celebrity Apprentice. I definitely want to ask you regarding doing regular people versus doing celebrities.
Right.
Will you be going back to doing regular people, like how we met Bill Rancic and Kwame back then?
So it depends.
Okay.
If I run for president, I can't do it.
Here we go again, Don.
No, I'm telling you. If I run, I can't do it, because you're not allowed to have a show if you're running for political office. I don't know why. They talk about certain things, but you're not. Look at the sign. Look at the sign. Trump.
Oh, my gosh, Trump.
Okay?
Trump.
And I didn't give it. I didn't give it. That's a pretty good. I like that. I want that sign after the show. I think, look, I love, first of all, I hate what's happened in the country, but I love doing The Apprentice.
Yes.
And I love doing Celebrity Apprentice. I say that for myself, I have more fun now with Celebrity, because I meet all these people that I've read about, whether it's all the people that you talk about all the time, between Brandy and Vivica A. Fox.
Well,
right?
I enjoy, I enjoy your show.
What do you like better?
I like Celebrity Apprentice better for you, but I like regular people for Millionaire Matchmaker with Patty. I like the regular people. I don't like the celebrity matches.
Right, I
but I
understand.
do like the celebrities for you, and I don't think you should go back to the real people.
It works both ways.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, when a show goes to celebrity, you don't go back. I mean, historically.
All right, so
but it's been great. You know, it was the #1 show on television. Continues to do great. Continues to do great. You know, the one thing about our business, and it's sort of very simple. If you don't get good ratings, it's over.
It's over.
You can be the nicest person in the world. I have a friend who was canceled. He's the nicest person. He said, but I was so nice to everybody. I said, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And you can be the most vile person. If you get ratings, it doesn't matter. So congratulations, because you're doing very well.
Thank you.
You're both doing well.
Thank you. Okay.
True.
I've been reading all the magazines and seeing the interviews. Kenya Moore and Brandy Glanville do not get along.
Not at all, and they are something. And Kenya Moore also with Vivica A. Fox. Vivica is this really fine, nice person.
Yes.
Okay? And I know she's a friend of yours.
Yes.
And on one of the episodes, I probably shouldn't be saying, but I have to. It turned out her cell phone got taken. And, you know, she writes these beautiful messages on, you know, the Twitter. May God be with you, and Happy Easter, and I love you all.
I read about this in one of the magazines. Kenya took her
Kenya
phone.
got hold of her phone. And I don't know if she had a, you know, some kind of a security, but obviously not. Kenya, the most vile messages. So it's from May God be with you, and please have a great Easter, to I'm the
50 and old or something.
Well, no, not only that. I'm old, I'm broken, I'm old. Much worse. I can't even say. What she said you can't say, okay? It was, and tweet after tweet after tweet. So now people went crazy, she went crazy. And you have to see the fight that they had in the border. It's one of the coolest things we've ever had in the country.
Well, we'll be watching.
It was amazing. I've never seen anything like that.
Keep it here, everybody. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Donald's going to go under the Wendy tree. Whatever he grabs, they get. Don't go away. Not anymore.
You can't.
Yeah, not anymore.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah, my skin was thin in the beginning, but now, you know, I'm like Teflon.
Right.
We were talking about how people feel about us. Anyway, Donald Trump is here, and he went under the Wendy tree while the commercials were playing for a holiday gift grab. So, Donald, I'm going to do the pleasure of opening the boxes for you. Now, Donald, here, you can hold this up right here. Here, actually, touch it. There you go. That's what she said. Donald, it's an HTC re-camera, and this HTC re-camera is really remarkable because you don't put it up to your eye, you hold it like this, and you point to what you want. It's got a wide scope, it takes pictures out of the water, and guess what? Underwater. The sensor turns it on, there's one single button, it's a camera, and it's also a video taker. So you're all going home with the Re for free. Good. An underwater camera, nice. All right, let's see the next thing.
How many people are going to be using an underwater camera, though?
When they
this
go
doesn't look like the kind of audience, but it looks
when
great.
they go on vacation. All right, look, I'm going to take this out of the box.
Okay.
All right, this is what this is. First of all, how sophisticated looking, right? It's the wireless audio system from the House of Marley, inspired by the one and only Bob Marley. It sounds great. It's easy to use. All the House of Marley products are made from beautiful, sustainable materials, and you're all going home with this beautiful get-together audio system. So, congratulations to you. Donald, always a pleasure to see you.
It's great.
Good luck with that run for the White House.
Thank you.
Question mark?
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
If you don't do that, we still got Celebrity Apprentice.
I'll still be here.
Okay, perfect. Donald Trump, everybody, Celebrity Apprentice premieres January 4th, 9 p.m. on NBC. Ask Wendy is next. We're kicking off the holidays Wendy style. It's our holiday gift grab. And this year, we've got bigger and better surprises. And more chances for you to win at home. All this week. Whether you've been nice or even a little naughty. Unwrap all the details on my Facebook page. Welcome back. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Tamala. How How you doing?
Very well, Tamala. Happy holidays. How can I help?
Thank you. My mother, who is this wonderful, vivacious, fun-loving person.
Okay.
She has this horrible habit that I really need her to break.
Okay.
She likes to put unsightly photos of me on Facebook. No matter how many times I ask this lady not to do it and threaten to do it back, she laughs, she thinks it's funny, and she continues to do it. Wendy, should I get her back and post unsightly pictures of her on Facebook? Or do I just let her keep on tormenting me?
Now, let me ask you something, Tamala.
Yes.
When you talk to your mother about this, is your delivery the way you're delivering to me? Because, you know, I think you're, like you're adorable, but you're doing it in a very girl-friendly kind of way. And you and I are about the same age. I might be a little older than you, which means our moms are... How old's your mom?
She is 65.
Okay. Then she's a lot younger than my mother, which is all the more reason that she should understand what she's saying, and it's not cute. Now, what you need to do when you talk to her, instead of the girlfriend thing, you talk to her like you are not playing. And if it's... Listen, she's going to do what she's going to do, but it's not cute. But you can't smile, okay. You know, because everybody understands what you're saying as long as your delivery is on point. You understand what I mean? So you need to talk. Don't talk to your mother cute. Okay. Talk to her like I'm not having it.
This needs to stop now, mother.
No, that's not. No, you're being girlfriendy.
Girlfriendish?
Yeah. See if you can muster up a tear while you talk too. Okay. No. Okay. Sit down and practice. Right. Up next, everybody. People Stylewatch is here to show us the hottest winter coats of this season. Don't go far. It's so easy to get fabulous Wendy Show bling. Just go to wendyshow.com and click Shop Wendy. T-shirts, Diva fans, and my favorite mugs, plus more. Are you shopping? The season to stay warm and sip hot chocolate and shop for the perfect winter coat. Here from People Stylewatch, say hello to our friend Kate Dimmock. Kate Dimmock happens to be the fashion director, and Kate is going to walk us through the season's hottest coat trends.
I sure am.
So what are these coat trends?
Well, the two things that we're really looking at right now are oversized sort of drapey shapes that you can layer. And then we're also loving warm, fuzzy fabrics like shearling and faux fur that just look and feel wonderful.
Okay. Well, as usual, all of our models are from the Wendy Studio audience. So models, let's start with Lauren. And Lauren is wearing the shearling trend.
Love this coat.
Which I don't even consider this a trend. Like, this is timeless and classic.
It absolutely is. Now, we've updated it with this zipper detail. This coat is from One State, and it's $238.
I just want to touch it.
How gorgeous is that? And I love it how it's done here with, it's like date night. You know, you've got a little shine, you've got a great pump, but you could wear this with jeans and boots.
Let me ask you something. Is this two coats in one?
Well, you could zip it off and you could basically make a jacket, right?
What a deal!
I know.
Do you mind me asking?
And you have nice.
Do you mind me asking how much?
This is $238.
And you get two coats in one?
I mean,
you look terrific.
Fantastic, right?
Okay. Thank you very much, Lauren. Cute and adorable. Oh, no, you go that way. Go where Doug is. It's okay. Follow the light, Lauren. The next trend is Jess, and Jess is wearing the duster trend.
Isn't this gorgeous?
Die.
This is you. Oh my God, this is you completely. So this coat I love. It's from ASOS. This is $208.
And it looks like the Max Mara one, which is thousands.
Right. And it's heavenly. I mean, I love it with jeans, but you could belt this coat and put it over a little dress, and it would be so polished and ladylike. And this is what I'm talking about when I say an oversized shape that you can layer. Yes. You know, you could wear this over a sweater, you can wear it over something a little bit sleeker.
And for those of us who are born with layers, then you just get a nice thick belt and you pull within an inch of your life.
Exactly.
Right?
Find that waist.
Yes.
Gorgeous, right?
It is a really good one. Thanks, Jess. Yeah, go over with Lauren. That's where Doug is. Follow the light. All right. Our next model is Larissa, and Larissa is wearing the cape trend.
This
is good.
I know. Amazing. So this is from actually the limited collection that was inspired by Scandal. So if she's giving you Olivia Pope, there's a reason. But I say this cape replaces the classic coat in your wardrobe. You wear it, and look how ladylike she looks, how completely pulled together.
I think she looks terrific.
And this is $199.
That's it?
Yeah.
What women have to remember is that a cape is different than a poncho. The poncho's the one for us with a little bit more volume. They don't look good on us, a poncho.
It's maybe not the best.
But this cape right here, this looks good on everybody.
Well,
the skinny girls and the meaty bones.
Exactly. And it has a lapel, it's got buttons. I mean, there's something very classic about it, and yet it's super on trend. Very fashion forward.
Thank you.
She's so gorgeous.
Thank you, Larissa. These are great picks.
Thank
and
you.
Nice and affordable.
Thank you.
All right, Jessica's our last model, and she's wearing the faux fur trend. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, no one's going to miss her when she walks in the room.
No.
I mean, this is a statement-making coat. This is actually from Topshop, on sale now for $90. But it's that great forest green color. And while I love it with this graphic print skirt, I see this with just like jeans or like even sweatpants and sneakers,
Anything.
like total J-Lo moment.
Yes.
And you would look so glamorous. I mean, again, it makes a statement, and because of that, you would have it forever.
Kate, I like every last one of your picks.
Yay!
Thank you so much for being here. Models, come on over. We want to stare at you. For more information about these looks, go to wendyshow.com. Get them while they last at the stores. Up next, it's time for Throwback Thursday. Don't miss it. Throwback Thursday. First up, music superstar Taylor Swift. Taylor's had a great year. She just turned 25. Her album is #1 everywhere. She just scored 3 Grammy nominations. It's good to be Taylor Swift. And so here's Taylor's Throwback Thursday photo when she was just 12. God, she looks totally different, right? I mean, I get it, 12, 25, there's years in between, but wow, she really grew into her look. She said that was when she was in her braid stage. Our next Throwback Thursday picture is Nicki Minaj. Nicki's got a new album. It's called The Pink Print. It drops this week. And here's her Throwback Thursday photo. She looks exactly the same. She says this is when she was 17 years old. I love the hair and the nails, and she already has the attitude. There she is. Beautiful, beautiful. Next, friend of the show, Leah Remini. I love her friendship with Jennifer Lopez. They're the two girls kicking it like girlfriends. And here's Leah's Throwback Thursday photo. Clearly, that was in the 80s. I would guess that's a perm. And I love the tweed seats with the pleather accent. Thank you all so much for sharing. That's Throwback Thursday. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, and we'll be right back. Thank you. I was talking Jersey to my Jersey girl. So now look, I want to thank today's guest, Donald, I love you, my co-host, my studio audience, Kate, the coats were fabulous. Tomorrow, the Hot Talk panel is going to break down the biggest stories of the week. And Mary J. Blige is going to come by to perform another song off her new CD. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.